Queen first. All right, let me take one step back to Sephora Queen. I wanted to talk about Balanced Life, which is the other product first, but never mind. Let us go with Sephora Queen. What is Sephora Queen? Basically, it is a plant-based supplement, a food that helps everyone, listen again, everyone manage the way your cell opens its gate to release material that we all know as blood. All right? Blood flow. All right? So if you think that blood flow in the case of women, today I got a chance to talk about women. Okay? If you think it's about women and the regular monthly cycle of women, and that blood flow is a natural process, it is yes and no a natural process in a sense that the blood flow still requires certain conditions to be regulated within your body. So when it is a regular blood flow based on your cycle of 28 days, then it is a way of cleaning your body up. And the materials are released out of your body through blood flow. All right? In layman's term, they call it dirty blood. However, there is always an issue of too much flow, too little flow, flow at the wrong time, and not stopping the flow in time. So now, all this is based on regulations within the body. What are the regulators? Of course, it includes the hormones. Do guys have hormones? Do guys have blood flow? Not the monthly type. But the moment you bang yourself, you have blue-black. That is blood flow happening inside. The tissue releases the gates. All right, material are released in the form of blood. It stays within here and it changes the color. So that's called blood flow. You don't believe me? Just walk straight at a glass door and bang. And then you will see what happened. All right, you will see a blue-black right in front of you. The blood has begun to flow. They call it internal bleeding. All right, and sometimes these internal bleeding can be out of control. They are slightly different from the monthly cycle of a woman in terms of the reason behind the bleeding. But the point I'm trying to make is the body regulates the blood flow, the release of blood out of the cell and eventually out of the body for the case of women, or out into the lymphatic system and out of the body in the case of an injury for a guy and a woman. All right? So let's just move on very quickly. So here are the list of symptoms for why this product is a supplement to help regulate primarily your hormones, but more importantly, because hormones affect blood flow as well, more importantly is how the body releases blood. Okay? So an example in which the primary material of this product, Sephora Queen, the primary ingredient of Sephora japonica, basically is to regulate, listen again, hemorrhoids, which is blood flow, right? So guys have hemorrhoids. So I'm still investigating whether guys will eventually need Sephora Queen. Maybe we change the product to Sephora King. I don't know. But the point I'm trying to make, it regulates the blood flow, all right? And it handles what is known as hemostasis. In other words, it is about the way internal bleeding happens, whether it's regulated, such as, for example, polyps within your organs, all right, whether it will release blood or you will dry up or you become cancerous. How do I know whether there's blood flow? The doctors would usually check it in your feces. All right, when you do your regular medical check, they ask you for your feces. Sometimes they identify whether there's blood in your feces, dried blood, coagulated blood. It could mean there are some bleeding going on. It can come from your hemorrhoids, it can come from your polyps, it can come from organs that are already injured or impaired. So the body regulates blood flow in that sense, the bleeding, all right? So for the case of women, it will manage that, all right? Menopausal symptoms, perimenopausal symptoms, where there is a massive amount of blood flowing out of the body at a short period of time. So because of that, it is predominantly used for women, all right? Sephora Queen, predominantly used for women up to this point so that it can improve the way your body regulates blood flow. Now, regulating blood flows also depends on your hormonal system, because your hormones is the one that delivers in the blood, goes to the respective part of your body and activates the change of the regulation for blood flow or clotting or blood closure and so on. All right? So because of that, in the case of a regular cycle, that is increasingly needed for that stretch of time. And if you are experiencing hormonal imbalance, which happens or can happen right at the age of 35 and above, that's where menopausal cycle starts, actually, for women, and up to the age of 58. All right, and it's also possible for women past 55 to still have regular cycles. So there's nothing wrong about the regular cycles so long as they are regular. And there's nothing wrong about, your monthly cycle so long as the toxins are removed out of your body through the blood flow. You should be healthy. But if that happens and you are having cramps, you are having headaches, you are just besides yourself, your usual self, then I can surely tell you there is a hormonal imbalance that's going on. Okay? So, just a quick one. So, from here, it helps regulate menopausal index. That is a way, just one of the way in which you are able to tell where your blood regulation is managed or not, whether you have a serious hormonal imbalance in your body. So the formula that is in Sophora Queen, which I would recommend to all women who may find challenge or who may just want to play it safe to ensure that you have a smooth and a regular monthly cycle. The formula included all the extracts, including your ginkgo, which has to do with blood quality of blood flow, how well it flows, like liquid, like water, or like paint, how well it flows. Ginkgo plays that part. Safflower seed oil, another form of oil. Pomegranate, that's another important factor, all right, for general beauty. Beauty means the integrity of your cell, whether they die early, premature death, or they preserve the integrity of the cell. So you are healthy and youthful as it should in the skin, but also in the internal system of your body, your cell, of your organs. All right? The turmeric, which has been known in the last 20 years of research to be very effective for overall health, including anti-cancerous activity in your body. All right? It does not necessarily prevent cancer, or rather solve your cancer, but it has a role in preventive cancerous development. All right, so turmeric plays a very, very important part for us. And of course, it's an easy-to-take capsule. All right, try tossing in the air and pop it in your mouth. You know what I mean? Easy to take. Are you with me? Yes. Thank you very much. Let's move on. So there you are, 6 ingredients. I have it 3 here because of the Chinese translation. But you look at it, it takes care of menopausal. It also takes care of bone health because a large part of your bone is in relation when the blood is being released out of your body. Your bone marrow works harder, and bone marrow, all right, comes from your bone in a sense. So there is a relationship of cycle, your regular cycle, and your bone health. That's why women tend to have more osteoporotic condition. Women tend to have more arthritic conditions, experience that compared to men, also because of their regular cycle or mismanagement of the cycle because of hormonal imbalance. And hormonal imbalance predominantly has to do with stress level and weight condition. Today, if you are bigger than your height, you know what I mean? Bigger than your height would allow, all right, you are classified as malnourished. This is the latest research now. Huh? So long as this is bigger than here, or this is bigger than the height of your body, it would allow, all right, you have they call it stubborn fat. You call it, adipose tissue, in other words, abdominal fat and all that, which is the hardest to break down. Usually, it has to do with an hormonal imbalance for the case of women, as well as guys in some ways. It is partly psychological. It is partly your gut condition. But very definitely you are suffering from malnutrition. You eat a lot, you are undernourished. You get the picture? So you can be eating a lot and regularly, everyone tells me, and so many of us believe that way. Your belief may not be based on facts, all right? And the facts doesn't change. So what happened is that when that happens, your body is not absorbing nutrient well, you are malnourished. So this is the scientific classification as of today. The latest information I've received from the nutrition industry in the world, and that you ought to take care of about it. So I'm going to talk about balanced life in a moment's time. So there you are, Saphonica, japonica. All right, soy isoflavones, which is a type of soy-based. Now, not all soil are bad. Soil does not lead to breast cancer necessarily because it depends on the research. I'll talk about that in a moment's time. And it supports the management of cholesterol, which is blood-related. And it supports circulation. Again, it has to do with blood-related. So the release of blood in your body affects circulation in some way, affects the quality of blood in some way, affects the hormonal balance within your body. So it's like a never-ending cycle. Hormonal imbalance, all right, your cycle issue, okay, your blood condition, and then back to hormonal imbalance, and then the cycle keep going on. But you have to deal with one first. And so Sophora Queen is one way to intervene the cycle, and then from there, correct everything else with a proper matching lifestyle menu plan. All right? So, which we can talk about it at the next opportunity. There you are, bone health again, blood circulation, and osteoporosis risk. There you are, blood, bones, osteoporosis, cholesterol because of the blood. Okay, so the way your body manages the blood releases, okay, and the bleeding that's going on in your body. So that is what Sophora japonica will do for you, including the vitamin D, the vitamin E, the vitamin K, which are fat-soluble vitamins. So this should be taken after food, all right, because of fat-soluble vitamins involved. Take it after food, according to the instruction of the label. And in the test, they found that the japonica, because of the flavonoids, the flavonoids, particularly the rutin and the quercetin, all this focus on how your body manages bleeding within your body. All right? So there you are, a product suitable to help manage your menopausal, perimenopausal, from the area of handling the way the blood is being released out of your body. Why it happens that way. So everyone should have it because every woman should have it, I beg your pardon. And it helps you manage. It does not necessarily help you in balancing your hormones. That's a separate matter altogether. But it can assist. And once you manage your stress level, manage your food, manage your other aspects of your life, your hormonal balance may be corrected, and then it improves your regular cycle. You see the point? All right, so this is an assistant. That's why it is called supplement. All right? So, a simple product at a reasonable price, as basic as you can get, Atomy product, and build from there the foundation of your health. Right? So, going back to what I talked about, the balanced life. As the word suggests, the name of the product, balanced life. Atomy is not